वेलकम टू यूनिक एजुकेशन। सो आज हम क्वेश्चन पेपर करने वाले हैं जीएस पेपर का, प्रीलिम जीएस पेपर मॉक टेस्ट। सो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। पहला क्वेश्चन है, विथ रेफरेंस टू द सेंट्रल इंफॉर्मेशन कमीशंस कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स। Central Information Commission is constitutional body. They all are the final appellate authority for RTI Act. CIC is required to submit annual report to the Parliament. So पहला जो स्टेटमेंट है ये वाला, सेंट्रल इंफॉर्मेशन कमीशन इज कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड इज ए कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडी, ये वाला रॉन्ग है। इट इज ए स्टैट्यूटरी बॉडी जो कि आरटीआई एक्ट 2005 के अंडर बना था। सेकेंड इज दे आर द फाइनल अपीलेट अथॉरिटी फॉर आरटीआई एक्ट, इट्स करेक्ट। एंड थर्ड इज CIC is required to submit annual reports to the parliament, it is correct. So the answer is 2 and 3. The answer is 2 and 3. So then next question, consider the following statements regarding powers and sources of LG of Puducherry. Okay, consider the following statements regarding powers and sources of LG of Puducherry. Puducherry is a union territory which is governed by Article 239A of the Constitution. The Lieutenant Governor is appointed by the President for a term of 3 years. So the first statement is correct. Puducherry is a union territory which is governed by Article 239A. This is correct of the Constitution. And the Union Territory Act of 1963, it is defined in Union Territory Act of 1963. The Lieutenant Governor is appointed by the President for a term of 3 years, not 3 years. It is not 3 year, it is 5 year. It is 5 year. Okay, and he or she can be removed at any time. Okay, so this statement is wrong and this statement is correct. So only one. Okay, so next question is, consider the following statements about Union Public Service Commissioner, UPSC. Consider the following statements about Union Public Service Commissioner. First, no qualifications are prescribed for the commission's membership. 2. The chairman of UPSC is not eligible for further employment in the government of India or state. So the first equation, the first statement is correct. No qualifications are prescribed for the commission's membership. Only one qualification is there, that is the person should hold 10 years of office under the government of India or government of state. The next statement is also correct. The chairman of UPSC is not eligible for further employment in the government of India or state. So the both 1 and 2, both 1 and 2 are correct. So answer is C. Next question, Consider the following statements. Article 22 grants protection to persons who are arrested or detained. Article 22 grants protection to persons who are arrested or detained. Article 22 confers the right to be released after 24 hours unless the magistrate authorized further detention. So, uh, so the first statement is correct, and the second statement is not correct. Okay. Sorry, this is also correct. So the fourth answer is C, both 1 and 2. Article 22 confers the right to be released after 24 hours unless the magistrate authorizes further detention. Okay. So the fifth question. Consider the following statements about Finance Commission. It is a quasi-judicial body. The commission submits its report to the parliament. The recommendation made by Finance Commission are only of advisory nature. Okay, the first statement is correct. It is a quasi-judicial body. The second is not submitted to parliament. It is submit to the president. The report, its report to the president. And third is a recommendation made by the Finance Commission are only of advisory nature. It's correct. Okay, so it's wrong. It's correct and it's correct. So 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Okay, so this is correct. 6. Consider the following statements about money bill. Consider the following statements about money bills. The Rajya Sabha has limited powers to legislate on a money bill. Constitution gives power to Lok Sabha Speaker to take a final call if any question arises whether a bill is money bill or not. So the first statement is correct because money bill, the Rajya Sabha has the limited powers on money bill, and the second statement is also correct because the speaker has the final uh, power to call it a money bill or not. So it's depend on speaker. So the answer is 1 and 2. Okay, next is 7. Consider the following statements regarding Election Commission. It is a permanent and an independent body established by the Constitution of India. Second, the conditions of service and nature of office of election commissions shall be determined by the parliament. So the first statement is correct. So it is correct. It is a permanent and independent body established by the Constitution of India. The second is not by parliament, by president. Okay. So answer is A, only. Eight. Consider the following statement about human challenge trials. Human challenge trials. Human challenge trial is deliberately exposing to the infection. Human challenge trials have helped in giving important information about several diseases. So the first statement is correct, and the second statement is also correct. So the answer is both 1 and 2. Because देखिए जब भी ह्यूमन चैलेंज ट्रायल होता है तो मतलब ख़तरा रहता है इन्फेक्शन होने के लिए. एंड द सेकेंड इज़ इसमें हमको ये जो ह्यूमन चैलेंज ट्रायल होता है इसमें हमको बहुत सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलता है. जैसे एग्जाम्पल ऑफ कोविड-19 वैक्सीन, तो वहाँ पे भी हमको बहुत सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन मिला. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज consider the following statements about the State Public Service Commission. The chairman and members of a State Public Service Commission are appointed by the governor. They can be removed only by the president. The chairman or a member of a SPSC, means State Public Service Commission, is eligible for reappointment to that office. The first statement is correct. The chairman and membership of SPSC are appointed by the governor. It is correct. They can be removed only by president. It is also correct. The third statement, it is wrong. Means the chairman or a member of SPSC is eligible for reappointment to the office. It's wrong. Okay. So the answer is 1 and 2. 1 and 2 only. So the answer is A. Then consider the following statement about Wildlife Crime Control Bureau, WCCB. It is neither constitutional nor statutory body. It is mandated to establish a centralized wildlife crime data bank. Which of the above statement is correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 or 2. The first statement is wrong. It is a statutory body. It is mandated to establish a. It is correct. So the answer is B. 2 only. Next question. Consider the following statement about Lingaraj temple. Lingaraj temple is a temple dedicated to Shiva. It was built by King Jajati Kesari of Sombans. It is built in red stone. Which of the above statement is correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. So the first statement, Lingara's temple is a temple dedicated to Shiva, is correct. It was built by the king Jajati Kesari of Somavansa. It is correct. It is built in red stone. It is also correct. So the answer is 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Next question. Consider the following statements about Chauri Chaura incident. The incident occurred at Chauri Chaura in the Gorakhpur district of the United Province. During this incident, a large group of protesters participating in the civil disobedience movement clashed with police. During this incident, a large group of protesters participating in the civil disobedience movement clashed with police. Select the correct statement. 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 or 2. The first statement is correct. It is in Gorakhpur district of the United Provinces, means modern day Uttar Pradesh. The second statement is wrong because it is not civil disobedience movement. It is non-corporation movement. So the answer is 1. 1 only. Okay. Next question is, consider the following statements about Krityagya. It is a national level hackathon organized by the Niti Aayog. It aims to promote innovation in agriculture and allied sector. Which of the above statement is correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. Consider the first statement of Krityagya. Krityagya means KRI. KRI means Krishi. TA means technique or technology. GYA means Gyan, means knowledge. So the first statement is wrong. It's not by Niti Aayog, it's by ICAR, means Indian Council of Agricultural Research. It's wrong. Second, it aims to promote innovation in agriculture and allied sector. It's correct. So the answer is 2 only. Okay. 14. Consider the following statement about Cripps mission. It proposed an Indian Union with a dominion status at the end of the war. It proposed an Indian Union with a dominion status at the end of the war. The formation of New York Council with equal representation for both Hindu and Muslims. Which of the above statements is correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So the first statement is correct because after the war, it was decided that India is free to decide to join Commonwealth nations or not. Okay, or it is free to join United Nations. So it is true. The second is wrong. It is not equal representations for both Hindus and Muslim. It was not. It was not equal. Okay. So the answer is A. One only. Then next is 15. Consider the following statements. Cabinet mission provides a blueprint for India's partition. It recommended a federal government. Which of the above statement is bar correct? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one or two. So the first statement is wrong, and the second is it recommended federal government is correct. So the answer is B. Next question. Consider the following statements. 1. Members of Parliament vote on motion of thanks, and this motion must be passed in both of the houses. Members of Parliament vote on motion of thanks, and this motion must be passed in both of the houses. A failure to get motion of thanks passed amounts to defeat of government and leads to collapse of government. Which of the above statement is correct? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one nor two. So the first statement is correct. The member of the parliament vote on the motion of thanks, and this motion must be passed in both. Yes, correct. Both of the houses. A failure to get motion of thanks passed amounts to defeat of government, to collapse of the government. Yes, that is also correct. So the answer is both 1 and 2. C. Next question. Consider the following statements about Dhauli Ganga. It originates from Vasudhara Tal, one of the largest glacial lake in Uttarakhand. The river merges with the Alaknanda at Vishnu Prayag. Which of the above statement is correct? One only, two only, both one and two, D. Neither one nor two. So the first statement is correct because the Dhauli Ganga originates from Vasudhara Tal, and it is the largest glacial lake in the Uttarakhand, and it is merges with the Alaknanda at the Vishnu Prayag. This is correct. So answer is C, both 1 and 2. Next question. Consider the following statements. 1. Only one jail in India has the provisions for hanging a woman convict. No woman has been hanged since independence. Which of the above statement is were correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So the first statement is correct because it is the only one jail in India has the provisions for hanging a woman convict, that is in Mathura. That jail present in Mathura. No woman has been hanged since independence. Correct. That is correct. So the statement is both correct, both 1 and 2. Okay. Then question number 19. Consider the following statements about Raj Gopalchari formula. It was prepared for Congress League Corporation by veteran leader C. Raj Gopalchari. It did not accepted the league's demand for Pakistan. Hindu leaders led by Bir Savarkar condemned the CR plan. Select the correct statements. 1 and 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. So the first statement is correct because it was prepared by the C. Raj Gopalchari CR formula. It did not accept the league's demand for Pakistan. It is wrong. It was tactic acceptance. Okay, it was tactic acceptance. The Muslim League's demand for Pakistan. Hindu leader led by Bir Savarkar condemned the CR plan. It is correct. So the answer is 1 and 3. So the answer is 1 and 3. Okay. The next question is, consider the following statements about leader of opposition. It received statutory recognition from the beginning of the parliament. If lower house of parliament does not have recognized leader of opposition, then selection committee of CVC will contain leader of largest party. Which of the above statement is were correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So the first statement is not correct because it is recognized by the salary and allowance. Okay, so there is an act to recognize the leader of opposition, and the second statement is correct. If the lower houses of parliament does not have recognized leader of opposition, then selection committee of CBC will contain leader of largest party. Okay, so this is correct. So answer is only 2. So next question is, the term Miyawaki method is often seen in news. What is it associated with? Zero budget natural farming, afforestation, desalination of water, artificial intelligence. So it is It is the uh, it is associated with forestation, afforestation. So it is a Japanese technique. Okay, it is Japanese technique to grow dense forest. So answer is B. Next question. Consider the following statements with respect to Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampad Yojana. It will boost the growth of food processing sector in the country. It will help in doubling farmers' income. Select the correct statement. One only, two only, uh, both one and two, neither one nor two. So the first statement is true because it is related to food processing sector in country. uh, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampad Yojana. And the second is also true because if the food processing sector will be strong, then the doubling farmers income will be automatically strong. So it is also related to doubling farmers income. So answer is C, that is both 1 and 2. Next question. Consider the following statements about Agri Market Infrastructure Fund. It will provide subsidized loans to states and union territories. It is set up for development and upgradation of Gramin agricultural markets. Select the correct statement. A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, neither one nor 2. So the first statement is correct because um, the Agri Market Infrastructure Fund uh, will give subsidized loan to state and union territories. And next statement is it is set up for development and upgradation of Gramin agriculture market. It's correct. So the both answer is 1 and 2 is correct. So answer is C. 24. Consider the following statements. Parliamentary privilege refers to the right and immunity enjoyed by legislature. The powers, privileges, and immunities of either house of the Indian Parliament and of its members are laid down in Article 105 of the Constitution. Select the correct statement. A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 not 2. Okay, so first statement is correct. Okay, you know that some our MPs are enjoying some power rights and immunity. So they are some enjoying some power. It is given by the parliamentary parliament. And the the uh, second is also right because Article 105 defines the powers, privileges, and immunity of either houses of the Indian Parliament. Okay, so the answer is both 1 and 2. Next question 25. Consider the following statements above. For furnace oil, sorry for pronunciation, furnace oil. So furnace oil is fuel consisting mainly of residues from crude oil distillations. It is used primarily for steam boilers in power plants, uh, aboard ships, and in industrial plants. Which of the above statement is correct? A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 nor 4. Okay. So the first statement is correct. Okay, because furnace oil is a fuel consisting mainly of residues from crude oil distillation. And second point is also correct because it is used in steam boilers in power plant, broad ships, and in industrial plants. Okay, so the statement is both 1 and 2. Okay.